Well, damn. Would you look at that? People, welcome to season 24. Yeah, it's been a while, but season 23, throw that in the trash. It's in history books, that's why I have so many videos on this here video game. From here on out, it's season 24 until 25. And I see a guy. So, while I got some downtime here, why did I choose Forest for my first excursion into Season 24? Well, it was either this, or I want to say Valley. Now let me ask you, brand new season, you know for a fact, all the damn sweats are out, because they're trying to get that ever so coveted top of the season kill, KD, stat hunting, basically, right? If you had a lobby full of sweats, which is the more dangerous map, Valley or Forest? Valley is smaller, but more condensed. Well, of course, that's what smaller and condensed means. They go hand in hand. Forest is bigger, but there's less usable space. What I mean by usable space is that, like, concentrated gunfights happen in pockets on Forest. It's like always near a house. You know what I'm saying? But on Valley, it can happen, well, pretty much anywhere. Especially the barn at the top of the map. The north of the map, where that barn is, and you walk past it and you end up in an exit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know where the time safe can spawn at. There you go. Those two barns. Yeah. Especially the one that's on the way to an exit and not on the way to the town. Yeah. Yeah. So, if I had to choose what map to go on to, Forest or Valley, and I know for a fact I'm going to run into sweats, I'm picking Forest. Because they all just might port each other, and they all just might kill each other. And I might be the last guy standing. Who knows? Who knows? But with Valley, I have walked like 100 steps and then got headshotted by a guy in a lookout tower with an SVD. Seen it happen, and I probably clipped it. So that is why, for my first excursion into Season 24, I decided to go into Forest. And this is how I know for a fact this is the brand new Season 24. This is how I know. People, when was the last time you see me using ADR? It's been ages. Ages. And I want to say, this probably isn't in my Vigor top 5, but in the year 2023, I made a video, and I put it as battery snow kit, or snow kit, however the hell you say it. ADR 97 and Flawless. That video lives rent-free in my head because that was when the ADR was a king of kings. That was when, right? And it's crazy to say this out loud, but I don't think the ADR got buffed or nerfed ever since its introduction. Now, this might be me being a bit of a conspiracy theorist, but the challenge that says, seasonal challenge that is, that says kill 25 Outlanders with an ADR 97, I think the developers are testing out the weapon to see if it's too good or not good enough. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but you know for a fact they track every single player and every single stat imaginable that the player does, if not what the weapon does. Why do you think that they buffed the damn No, why do you think they nerfed the Bugle? Why do you think they nerfed the M249? Why do you think all that? Well, because it seen that the damn weapon was doing too damn good. Why do you think they nerfed the SVU? Why do you think they stealth nerfed the H-Bar T and the VSS? Why do you think they nerfed the M76? All of them were doing too damn good. Right? Now, at the same time, too, I cannot recall. Well, actually, no, I can recall. Remember the G3 before the buff? Yeah, people were saying the shit's unusable because of recoil. Now, they done reduced the recoil, I would say now. But they reduced the recoil. Now the shit's freaking, like, competitive as hell. Same with the A74K. They buffed the damage and kept the accuracy the same. All of a sudden, that weapon's great. Buff my boy 629, please. Please. That thing is damn near unusable now, in my humble opinion. Also, I don't want to say buff the M46, but at least make the bullets faster. I don't fucking know. Do something to the gun, because I want to use it. It's just, eh. I'll tell you what. Hey, people in the comment section, right? Screw the whole question about Valley or Forest. Screw that. Name a weapon that you want to see buffed, and y'all better not say some dumb shit like MG3. If you say some dumb shit like MG3, I know for a fact you got a pet monkey in your house. And your house smell like monkey poop. I bet it do. I bet. Speaking of bets, I bet there's a guy right here at this damn time safe, because the tower was hit. And the time safe and the tower are right next to each other. So if 2 + 2 = 4, which it does, then that means
The plane is near. Get ready for the airdrop.
okay. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. That was a bit campy, but and oh look, another ADR. Gee, it's almost like they're all out. That was a very bad statement. It's only one other ADR. Anyway, back to the elephant. The big black elephant in the room. That looked a bit campy. And I personally did not like what I did just now. But there's a saying in war. Never interrupt the enemy while making a mistake. And if you're wondering, Jet, what mistake was he making? I'll tell you, my dear viewer, and brace yourself. Are you braced? Playing the fucking game. Yes, you heard that right. Playing the fucking game is a mistake in and of itself. And no, I don't mean turning on your Xbox or PlayStation or whatever the hell you got and hitting Vigor. No, what I mean is actually trying to play the objectives. Yes, even that can be a mistake. But you won't know it until it's too late. So what am I doing right here? Well, my dear people, if you remember, the lobby's fully boosted. So what if someone comes behind me and hits the damn time safe? So I am trying, there we go, to put booby traps on yay old time safe, just in case someone comes up from behind and tries to loot the safe for themselves. Okay? Now, as you see me flash the map accidentally multiple times, there's an airdrop carrier. Homeboy's all the way over there. And notice how this happens right after I destroy my caffeine pills. But I'm not going to ask if you hear that, because you should hear that. That's an L96. And that, shooting back, was something that just died. Now, I know I got a good pair of headphones. I know I do. If I can hear an L96 and H fucking D from that far away, I should be able to hear the man's footsteps. The problem is, however, I'm overweight. Overweight means loud in this game. Very, very loud. So in order for me to hear, I gotta be quiet. And in order for me to be quiet, I gotta move slow. Because if you're heavy enough, even people without headphones can hear you. If that don't scare you, then I don't know what will. So what I'm thinking right now is homeboy with an L96 is still up here. Because I haven't heard any footsteps. So I'm trying to, maintain a stealthy, quiet approach up to this man's position. Which is I'm trying to crawl up a rock. This shit is not working out for me, so I gotta go on crouch walking. Which is not good. And you notice I go immediately back prone again. He's up here. He gotta be up here. And here comes the game saying it's about to be over. But notice how the airdrop is now picked up by a guy that I didn't hear at all. That, my dear people, is the airdrop carrier with an L96. Now at the time, I didn't know this. At the time, I didn't. But what I do know is I can see dude. But my experience with the M21 is quite trash, to say the least. So I'm trying to hit the man, just to see if I can. And, let's just say he sees me. You see that glint? Yeah, he sees me. He definitely sees me. Not many people. You know what? Insert Dragon Ball Z reference here. If you watched Dragon Ball Z, Cooler's Revenge, you'll know what I'm about to say. Not many people get hit by a death beam and live to tell about it. Not many people get hit with an L96/M82 and live to tell about it. Fortunately for me, I live to tell about it. Man hit my arm. If I was in any other stride, aka my inside arm was behind my back as I was walking, or I guess running, that would have been my ribcage, I would have been dead. So, lesson learned. And I'm actually quite the hypocrite for telling you all, don't shoot unless you know it can kill somebody. I was shooting just to see if I could hit the man. M21 is not an M82, not an L96, not an M76. No, M21 is its own beast. Why is it so damn good in the year 2025? I don't know. I sincerely don't. But luckily for me, I managed to walk out of here with, well, my life intact. Because that, honestly, should have been my death. People, this should have been a death from my first ever offline encounter of Season 24. That's what it should have been. But I don't think the damn leaves on the tree alleviated damage. No, that was just pure luck. Absolute luck. So beware if you see any ADRs running around out here, because they are trying to get the challenge done. Am I trying to? No, not really. But it was refreshing to play something else beside the M82. You know what I'm saying? And someone had the nerve, and I say this sarcastically and comedically, somebody had the nerve to say, the L96 is fine, the M82 needs to be nerfed. You fucking what? M82 needs to be nerfed? Damn, delete my profile from the game server then, because what the hell? Honestly, if I didn't have an M82, what would I play? Shit, I guess the H-bar-T again. Developers don't nerf the M82, because if you nerf the M82, guess what you gotta do? Nerf the L96. Yeah, I said it. Put that in your pipe and smoke. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.